We're going to continue on with the previous part and add more to our growing chatbot memory for LangChain. Now we're going to add persistence so that we can save the contents of the chat so that we might want to continue on with it later. We're going to show how to roll back the last 1, 2, or even more chat things that you've told it. So if you told it something and you didn't like how that went, you can roll that back and try again. You can also do regenerate. So you can tell it to regenerate whatever it last told you if you didn't like that. I'm going to go ahead and run this part of it. So because we're running in Colab so that it is there and available. What I do want to show you is this much longer chat utility that I've created. You'll see that I'm pulling it in here. And this is just a file that has the complete chat object there and available. You can see this file here. It's not gigantic, but there's a decent amount of code to it. I will tell you, I created this with ChatGPT. I basically created a prompt that described everything that I wanted in terms of this overall chat utility with 3 different memory types, just a simple array, the ability to truncate after a certain number of messages, and then also a summarization. So it's got quite a few capabilities that I all described in the prompt, and ChatGPT was easily able to create that. So now that that's completely installed, it basically just pulled it into Colab from GitHub. So we'll be able to then import that, which we'll see here in a second, right here. You can simply import it, and now it's available. So looking at just an example with a fixed window buffer memory, I use the util chat conversation, so it's got a chat conversation in there. This replaces the simple conversation that we had before. So this is now a full-fledged utility for chat. And then you can see here, we actually create a second. So we're creating a second one here because we put this into its memory. Now we can create a second one and we reload it, and we're able to see that it remembers what my favorite color was. Because there were 2 chat conversations here. There was the newer one, but we reloaded the state from the previous one. And we can also look at the history just to verify that it was there. We can use this with the summarizing as well. Here we create the 2 just like before, but this one we are using a summarization, and then we are giving it various information. I'm telling it the name of my dog, and I can see that even when I load it, it still remembers it. Even though I've given it a bunch of irrelevant things, it still remembers that my dog's name was Hickory. And we can look at the history as well. We're truncating it, obviously. It's kind of long. Undo and regenerate are fairly neat. You're able to tell it, okay, so I tell it my name is Jeff. I tell it that I like coffee, but then I do an undo. So it's going to forget that I like coffee. So it'll say, nice to meet you. And I tell it this information, and it says, do I like coffee? It doesn't know, even though I just told it that I do. But I told it to forget. And then I can also regenerate it. So if I just wanted to give me another form of the last one. So this part introduced my kind of general purpose LangChain compatible chatbot. And we will make use of this in a number of different parts as we complete this course. We'll see how to put a GUI front end around it so that you're able to use it through a web browser, and then we'll see some other things as well. That gives you access to it with memory. Thank you for watching this video, and if this was useful, please subscribe and click the like button. Thank you very much.